Hi, welcome to another Robin Day School video. Today we worked on quite a few things. We started off with down because I didn't want to start off with retrieve and resource guarding and leave it and things like that because that's stressful. So I wanted to start with something a little more fun and more successful. I left quite a bit of repetitions in here just so you could see how they progressed. So you can see at first he's very crooked, very sideways, goes down on his side. And throughout the process, I am trying to focus on getting him to, one, follow the lure and lay straight. And so then we accomplish that after some repetitions. Also, sometimes he gets a little stuck, but I wait him out, and he doesn't. So now he's laying straight. And then what I want to do is start to fade that hand lure so that I don't have to put it all the way on the ground. So you can see I'm not holding it all the way to the ground right now. I still have a piece of food in my hand, but he just does not understand what's happening. And that's okay. I changed the picture a little too quickly for him. His brain cells need to bounce together a little quicker. And that's okay. But so he eventually did get it. And so I made sure to reward him with the food and then the scritches. He really loves under his collar scratched. So I try to use that as like when he gets frustrated or, we have a difficult time getting success. I like to scratch under his neck for a good minute so that he feels good about it. So that time he followed the lure a little bit better. And then you'll see eventually I stop holding the treat in that hand and I hold the treat in my other hand, but I still make it look like I have the treat in my hand. So he still follows the lure of my hand, but I'm starting to fade that by rewarding with my other hand. Like right there. So that way we're making the hand going down look more like a cue versus a lure.
Yes, good down. Good down. Good boy.
And then sometimes I reward him again if he stays down, just because down with duration is good and he offers it, so might as well get some extra cookies in there.
Yes, good boy. Yes, good boy. Yes.
And at this point, I'm trying not to let him mouth at my hand because it's not a food lure anymore, and I want it to be a physical cue, not a lure. So I'm trying to keep my hand away from his face and get him to look at it and comprehend what it means versus just following it, because that's what he's used to doing. So I'm asking him to think about it and look at it and ask himself, what does that mean? Versus just following his nose to a cookie on the ground.
Yes.
And then we worked with some antlers. He was interested in them.
Yes.
I think he was a little weirded out because he wasn't sure how I wanted him to interact with them. I didn't really want him to chew on them because you don't want to teach the dog to grab the antler and then take it off and chew on it. So what I'm doing is a step to getting a retrieve, a return to hand retrieve. So I hold it out to him. He puts his mouth on it. I say yes. I reward with the food. Repeat. And then another way to work on this is have it on the ground. He puts his mouth on it. I say the word yes. He gets a cookie. I'm trying to see if he'll pick it up and take it somewhere. He doesn't really want to pick it up and take it anywhere. He just wants to put his mouth on it, especially once he learned that that's what he was getting food for. And it's okay. We can build a retrieve out of that.
Yes, good job.
And then seeing if he'll put his mouth on it while he's walking towards me which is what the end of a retrieve would look like, and reward him for that. Trying to add some movement to see if he'll pick it up and take it somewhere. He said, look, I put my teeth on it. That's all I need to do. I'm trying very hard to get him to bring it.
Yes. That was a good burp while you did that. Yes.
And then we go back to something that he succeeded at a little bit better, which is me holding it out and just putting his mouth on it.
At least put your mouth on it.
And really, since this is my first time, working on a retrieve with him, I just kind of wanted to see what he would do.
Good.
Because sometimes they do something and it surprises you and you can reward it and you don't have to start from the beginning.
Winston, put your mouth on it. That's the beginning. Come on, go get it. Good job. Find that smell. Good. Yes. Good boy.
And then we moved on to this little ball that has a squeaker in it.
Good boy.
I thought he would be interested in that. Mostly what we did with this was toy engagement. I was trying to see if he would retrieve it. He didn't really. And then you can see there little tiny bit of resource guarding, just how quickly he snapped back to that toy when he thought I was reaching for it. And how I handled that. Traded him for a treat.
Good boy.
And once I realized that that's what he was doing, is the resource guarding in that moment, that's what I started focusing on. Because I don't want him to feel like I'm going to steal it from him. I don't want him to be nervous about me approaching the toy.
Good. Good boy.
Because I also don't want to damage the relationship that we have, where he enjoys engaging with me. I don't want to make him feel like, I'm a bad guy. Building toy engagement by chasing. Toy is alive when I have it, dead when I don't have it, so it's more fun to bring it to me.
It's right here.
Trying until I do get engagement, and then letting him have it.
Come on, Max. Just don't bring it.
Again, he will not bring it back to me, but that's probably a relationship thing. We just don't have that kind of relationship yet, as seen by the fact that he feels the need to dart towards it
Good.
when I reach towards it. So then I brought out the flirt pole, because the flirt pole is easier because it's on a stick, it's on a string. So I can bring it back to me, whenever I want. And then I can reward him for bringing it back to me, even though I'm technically in control of, when it comes back to me. And I trade him for that, and then we go right back to chasing it.
Good boy. Good job. You got it.
So in previous sessions, we've worked on backwards movement. So backwards spatial pressure, when I walk backwards, is inviting. So it means come towards me. So I'm trying to use that to get him to carry the toy back to me so that I can reward him for handing me the toy or dropping the toy off with me. But he's still feeling a little conflicted. I don't really want to pull the toy towards me. I want it to be his idea, but I will prompt him bringing it towards me with a little bit of pressure on it. It's a delicate balance. I'm not perfect at it. but that's how I'm trying to build, you know, like pick up the toy, then come with me. I also don't want it to turn into tug, because that's not very useful for a retrieve. It is useful for toy engagement though, but not for resource guarding. So then I remind him of backwards spatial pressure, which he gets instantly. I did that a couple times, but he did great. I run backwards, he comes to me, he gets a food.
Good job. That's a good boy. Good job. Drop.
He's showing me his toy.
Drop. Yes.
It's very nice.
Good job. Good job. Okay, get it. Okay, get it. Get it, get it, get it, Mom. Get it, get it, get it, Mom. Good job.
Trying to add that backwards movement
Good
with my
job.
body, a happy tone, stomping my feet a little bit to get his attention.
Good boy. Good job. Good job.
Crouching,
Yes. Good.
and he did bring it back.
You guarding it while you eat that treat?
He really loved the flirt pole though. I was very happy for him.
You guarding it?
So then what I was doing was putting my hand near the toy. I wasn't going to take it, so I don't want him to feel too conflicted.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to gently put my hand towards the toy, see how he reacts. If he darts towards it like just then, no treat.
Good job.
But if he lets me touch it, treat.
That was kind of my finger.
But I don't want to just like rip it out of his mouth.
Yep. Yes. Good job.
I want him to want to bring it back to me.
There you go.
So that's what I'm trying to build here.
Good boy. You bring it. Good. Good. Yes.
That one was really good. Backwards movement. He came towards me, brought the toy. I touched the toy. He disengages pretty quick. I touch the toy. I just wait him out. He says, excuse me, that's my toy. And then he looks at me and I give him cookies. But yeah, he did great. Really good on the down, good at trading, all the good things.